What's going on, everyone? Welcome. This is the Warehouse Series, and this is another Discord Friday. Guys, if you're not a member of Discord, that link is in the description below. Any of my earlier videos, all those links is expired. You can either A, just leave a comment saying, hey, I need a new link, or just go and check out one of my newer videos. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Guys, this is something different. If you have not ever seen any of my video breakdowns, I actually got a playlist with video breakdowns. And, so I'm going to be adding this video to that as well as Discord Friday. This is someone that uploaded their video on Discord and them selecting in the warehouse. So we're going to be going over that. If you guys want to support my channel, you can do so over here. So the one thing I like about this video regarding to my other breakdowns is this one is all about as fast as I can go. With that being said, we're going to learn some great tactics off of, going fast. But honestly, I'm going to go over safety. I am a training channel, and I also preach safety on this channel. So there is a ton of things that he is doing that is absolutely wrong. So I'm definitely going to be going over that. But with that being said, there's also stuff that I was just smiling at whenever he was selecting, because the guy can move fast. And I mean, he's definitely a good selector. So right off the get, I'm going to be pausing this video as well. So first and foremost, guys, you heard me say this in the past. If you are a new selector, move out of the way a little bit here. If you get a large quantity, now he's throwing fast, so things are going to be a lot differently here. But when you're selecting and you have a large quantity, start on the opposite side of your pallet first and stack across. Now, there's times like right here, you'll see him, he'll stop and drop these 3 cases. I think he was just losing his grip and he just wanted to get them down real quick. But he's grabbing a bunch at a time. Remember, this is throwing as fast as you can. If you are new to my Discord or my breakdowns, I mute the video. And honestly, there was really no talking in this video. You really couldn't hear him. All you could hear is the jack, going back and forth. So we're really not missing much. Because the person filming is pretty far back. Now, this right here, guys, I'm going to keep it going because I don't want the video to be too long. But obviously, driving forks first is very, very, very frowned upon on any type of warehousing. So what should you do? So I asked for my base items. It told me I had all these waters. After you grab that, unfortunately, your trainer's going to tell you to go all the way around the warehouse and then come back to the beginning. Now, see how he's throwing on the side of the pallet that he's on. So when you're throwing a large quantity, you start on the opposite side over. When you're throwing single cases, you want to throw on the side of the pallet you're on. And I do this too. I reach over sometimes too. If I see a place where something's going to fit, I'm definitely going to do it. But one thing I like with him is constant consistency of just moving. Stepping on your pallet, obviously frowned upon. Do I do it? Of course I did. We got a tote. We're just going to throw that on the back. Me personally, I don't like stacking on totes. I'm actually going to throw the tote on the highest point of my front pallet, so I do not have to stack on it. But this guy has his system. You want to focus on high corners, low inside. But once again, guys, when you throw fast, a lot of the basics go out the window, all right? This is also frowned upon. If you have a double deep picking slot and the first slot is empty, the first pallet is empty, at our warehouse, they want you to scratch this. They don't want you walking over because it becomes a safety issue. So definitely inquire within your warehouse. He is walking back, because he don't want to scratch these out and have to come back and get them later. Like I said, there's a lot of things that I frown upon on building wise. Now, this blue tote here is either one or two things, and this is something you got to pay attention to in your warehouse. Either A, when their damaged case is damaged in that, but the product is still good, it's possible they put them in totes, or that is a case that does not belong in that slot. So you always want to pay attention to what you're selecting. Right here, I always tell you guys as new selectors, anytime you have a damaged part of a case, that case should be facing inwards, not outwards, because that is going to make that box really weak. And we don't want weak stuff crushing the fall out. We want it leaning inwards. But other than that, like I said, this can be a little different. Now, we got a low corner, but I like that low corner because I tell you, as long as our corner's lower, as long as it's big and strong and flat where we can correct it, and we did, and we will be able to, because that's a nice flat area. Keeping light cases together. So, guys, even though he's throwing fast, we're throwing a slip sheet up here. We're just going to keep moving. Even though he's throwing fast through the warehouse, you could tell he has a system. And guys, if you want to throw this fast in the warehouse, you have to have a system. You can't do this without a system. Keeping light cases together on the corner. I mean, he's just constant moving. All right, and we put a big case on the corner. It's leaning inwards. Like I said, not everything's gonna be about perfection. Skinny apple juice in the middle. I like the placement of it. And this proves right here that he has a system. He is whipping around these corners. He threw all these cases within minutes. I mean, you're talking like a couple minutes. He threw all these cases. I only have one edit in this whole entire video, and that is because an ad popped up on my screen when I was screen recording this. But other than that, look, these waters, I like how he moved them up higher. It took a second. They are not that sturdy, so we're going to move them up to that front corner. So we're getting into Gatorades now. No, see, I don't like that. I totally disagree with this. Guys, I understand you're moving fast. Unless your job's on the line, if you misselect an item and you realize that you're at the wrong slot, don't throw it on the floor. Put it back on the pallet where you got it from. So I totally disagree with that. Not a fan of it at all. Always put your cases back on the pallet. Don't throw them on the floor just because you selected the wrong thing. And when you get into this here is 3 Gatorades, guys, that's not light. 3 Gatorades at a time, I don't recommend that. You could get hurt. But I also like how he column stacked and just left it right there to be. Guys, when you're throwing fast, we could do this. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, he's getting in the product that's all different sizes, and he still moves great. See that case right there? See, how do we keep it low here? We put it to the highest spot of the pallet. Those apple juices are not fun to stack on. So this, like I said, right here, pick it up. All right, I disagree with that. Because that could cause an injury to somebody else. If someone's not paying attention, and they clip that, there's so much problems that could come with cases in the eye. So one thing in this video I totally disagree with is him not picking up the loose cases that he's just dropping on the floor. I'm not a fan of that whatsoever. I do like his tempo. I do like his stacking at a fast pace. All right. Not for new selectors, but I do like the stacking at a fast pace. He's moving very quick. And he's definitely sticking to his rhythm or his mindset of, I know how to build this pallet. I mean, you could tell the dude he knows how to build. I mean, me personally, I would have turned that Gatorade in, but he ends up column stacking them. Another slip sheet we're going to throw in the back, and then he's probably going to try to connect this corner to, he's going to fill in the corner. So guys, when you're moving fast and you're column stacking, I'm not a big person of slip sheets, but with that being said, when you're doing this fast, these slip sheets are that tie-in that you're looking for when you're column stacking. See right here, this is the problem. So I want to pause this for a second. So this is the problem with 2 things. One, stripping pallets, and you can see every single one of these pallets are stripped. I told you guys, almost 25 years ago when I started, or over 25 years ago, we were taught to strip layer by layer. And this is the problem with one-handed cases and pulling it out real quick and the pallets are stripped, is you're going to get cases to fall over and break. So you will see a lot of selectors select like this. Obviously very, very, very frowned upon because now we got a loose bottle on the ground. Guys, I've selected fast like this in the warehouse. If I've done this, I am recouping that case real quick because I did it because I want to be fast and I want to be, and try to catch up on time or whatever I'm doing. I would have took that Gatorade, I would have put it back in the case, and I would have threw that on my pallet. So I definitely disagree with him leaving these cases all over the place. Just because you have to select fast doesn't mean that everybody else should suffer for that. So I don't agree with everything. Grab the top case, don't one-hand cases. But he definitely knows how to build, and I hope he doesn't do that all the time, and he just did it for this video because he wants to throw really fast. With all these blue totes everywhere, I think that's how they recoup. See, that I missed this one. I apologize for that. I should have deleted that too. But yeah, they definitely recouped their cases into totes. And I never selected with automatic jacks. We always have to push our hand on our jacks. We don't have these. I'm guessing he has something on his finger where he can make it go faster. That dock area is really small. What the heck are they unloading from those trucks? It's weird. But like I said, guys, even though he's selecting like extremely fast, he still knows where he wants to put the cases. And that's just establishing your system. You cannot, I can guarantee it, like, even though this is all sketchy stuff, I mean, he know, like I said, I don't agree with everything, but he is definitely selecting fast, and his stuff is not falling over. He is whipping these corners whenever he's selecting. He knows that this pallet's not going anywhere. So for people that have these type of cases, I mean, as long as you stick to the basics, you're going to fly through this. So he's scratching out. I think he needed this right here. Now he zeroed it out, and now he's moving on. But once again, walking past the pallets, guys, your trainer should tell you if there's an empty pallet. You know, I don't know. My warehouse, they tell you to scratch it out. You shouldn't be walking on the racks just in case there's a problem. But like I said, I do appreciate him uploading the video. Don't agree on everything, but I do appreciate him uploading the video because it just gives us a different perspective. Guys, if I'm losing my job, if I'm just struggling and I need this job and I want to keep my job, then he goes and picks that up. So he just made me happy. Throws other cases on the ground, but the ground that was on the the case that was on the ground he selected. So, but let's see if he, yeah. And honestly, guys, me selecting in the warehouse, if I see that case, I'm throwing it on. I just the way I am. I always think of the worst with things, and I don't want to see anyone get hurt and trip over anything. So, but what I was getting to is with your trainers, they should let you know what you are and not allowed to do in the warehouse. You know, if a manager sees you walk under there, are they going to write you up, or is it something that's accepted in your warehouse? I don't know. We're into the Capri Suns, topping off our pallet. And this is the way it should be, guys. Capri Suns should be late in your order because they are not easy to stack on. And you should be getting in the smaller cases as you finish your order. See how we had the big cases and we're moving into the smaller cases that we don't want to stack on as much. And we're almost done here. We're gonna we got about another couple minutes left of this video. He selected so fast I didn't do really a lot of edits, and you could tell there wasn't a lot of people in the warehouse. So I don't know if this is a night shift. This is the first selector we've seen through his whole entire order. Maybe this side of the warehouse isn't going out heavy at the time, and all the selectors are on the other side of the warehouse. But it is, you know, sometimes you got to take, you know, advantage. I tell people all the time, you know, if you see open aisles, you should move like, you know, pretty fast. You should move faster through these open aisles. That way, when you get to congested aisles, you're ahead of the game. But this is also good for people that are actually interested in selecting and that have never selected. They could come look at these videos and see what it's all about, you know. Guys, I tell you, I don't like cases on their sides, but these right here, they're not going to hurt anything because we got the slip sheet in here. If you're putting Capri Suns on their sides, just make sure there's no pressure on it. And we have no direct pressure on. He was just filling a hole, you know. So, but if there was direct pressure on those Capri Suns, I would definitely frown upon that. He's finishing it off right now. He's just tossing these. And I tell you guys, now, I don't want you chucking cases up and throwing them, but this is whenever, if you have in the Vocalec system, which he has a headset on, if you have to command how much more, when you know you're towards the end of your aisles, say how much more. If I only got like 10 cases left, I'm doing exactly what he's doing. I know I got 10 cases left. I'm just going to throw them up there and, you know, and just get this order done as soon as possible. You know, the placement isn't as important. Now watch how he whips this corner. This is someone that's confident in their load. This is someone that's confident that that pallet is not going to fall over because he's not babying it around the corner. All right, we got about 10 seconds left. He had a couple more cases left, but you could see you get the idea. He's just ending his order here and, just topping it off. And there you go, guys. That's the end of that video. So guys, something a little bit different for Discord Friday. If you guys want to upload your videos and have a video breakdown, just do so. Cole Wolf, before he quit the warehouse and became maintenance, he actually left me a couple more videos. I just messaged him about a couple weeks ago, told him I'm still going to get to those. I'm just busy with my eBay store. You guys know the routine. I'll see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys want to make up time, do that. So the only things I would disagree on is if you drop a case, pick it up. All right, drop a case, pick it up. Don't walk across your pallet while it's moving. You shouldn't step across your pallet no matter what, but if you're going to, try not to do it while your jack is in motion. Try not to step backwards off your jack while it's in motion like he did a couple times. Reason being is that you could just easily roll an ankle or something, especially if you're a new selector. If you're a veteran, there's a lot of stuff that he did in the video that you can get away with. But if you are a brand new selector, once again, guys, I tell you, you have to establish a system. He would never be able to select that fast and get that sturdy of a pallet and look shaky, but it's sturdy. He would not be able to do that if he did not have a system. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.